Okay, so we are working on kicks now. We're at the end of the base sequence of the 52 moves, and so we're doing the kicks. The kicks are all named for which side of your leg is facing the sky. Which side of my leg is facing the sky? So last week we did front kick, and that was like this, where the front of your leg faces the sky. And with a martial art kick, it's a 4-part kick. It's difficult to do slow, so you can use a pole if you're feeling unsteady or lean on a person or something like that. But basically it's in, so I'm doing just a level 1 with my heel high instead of picking up my foot. In, out, in, and down. 4 parts. In, out, in, and down. Ready, kick, recoil, replace. Ready, kick, in, and down. So to make your kicks bigger, one thing that I want to say about the kicks is that we're always going to shift our weight onto the standing foot, and that often people will shift their attention to the kicking leg, but we want to keep like 70% of our attention on the standing leg. And there's a little bit of a bend in the knees, so we're spring-loaded, so we feel safe. You can just practice a little bit of balancing first before you do some kicking. Might help, right? And elbows to the earth also helps. In, out, in, down. In, out, in, and down. And that action of pulling the leg back in, out, in, protects your knees. It protects the body. It protects our joints. Down, in, out, in, down. So that's the front kick because our front of our leg is facing the sky. You can also relax. You can do low kicks, right? Level 1 kick is going to be a tap. That's there for us, right? If the kicks are getting a little overwhelming, tapping is great. A side kick is very challenging. It's very different. I'm going to go ahead and use this pole because especially like I'm saying, when you do it slowly, it's very challenging for the balance. So the side kick starts the same. In, out, in, and down. In, out, in, and down. Yeah, it's really good to use the wall. I suggest today, if you're going into kicks, you might really want to do that. But remember, there's the tap. So the tricky part with a side kick is to keep the foot flexed, and it's pointing to the front, the toes are pointing to the front of the room. So that's what gets that's what gets our side of our leg to face the sky. And often people will do a side kick like this. But that is a front kick to the side because the front of my leg is facing the sky. So I want to get the side of my leg facing the sky, even if it's just a tap. Yeah. And remember, 70% of your awareness on the standing foot. Start there. That's part of the in, out, in, down, in, out, in, down. Elbows for balance. Breath for connection and power. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yes. Let's see them. Good, good, good. Yeah.
It's funny, I do better on this side than this side.
That's good awareness. Yes, that's good awareness. Yeah. So, but that means that your balance is probably better on your left foot, huh?
Yeah.
And that's a little harder on the right foot. I'm the same way. Yeah. So for a side kick, we want to keep the toes pointing to the front of the room. That's the hard part. It's a discipline. Let's see that one more time. Yours is going kind of like that. It's a front kick to the corners. So instead, see if you can keep your side of the leg as the up part, even if that just means, and the toes pointing to the front of the room. That'll help too. Keep your toes pointing to the front of the room. Yeah. Better. Don't kick the dog. All right, and for our focus today, we'll focus on stability, sensing stability. So we'll